The planters. Hello, and welcome to this video about the effects of climate change. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues facing our planet today. It is caused by the increase of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, mainly from burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil and gas. These gases trap heat from the sun and cause the Earth to warm up. In this video, we will explore some of the effects of climate change on the environment, ecosystems and human societies. One of the most visible effects of climate change is the melting of ice and snow. Glaciers, ice sheets and sea ice are shrinking due to rising temperatures, exposing more land and water to the sun's heat. This creates a feedback loop that accelerates warming. Melting ice also contributes to sea level rise, which threatens coastal communities and ecosystems with flooding, erosion and saltwater intrusion. Another effect of climate change is the alteration of weather patterns and climate extremes. As the atmosphere warms up, it can hold more moisture, leading to more intense precipitation events such as heavy rain and snow. On the other hand, some regions may experience more frequent and severe droughts as rainfall becomes less reliable. Heat waves may also become more common and longer lasting, posing health risks for people and animals. Climate change also affects the water cycle, which is essential for life on Earth. The water cycle is the process by which water moves between the oceans, land and atmosphere. It regulates temperature, humidity, cloud formation and precipitation. Climate change can disrupt the water cycle by changing evaporation rates, soil moisture, river flows and groundwater recharge. This can have impacts on water availability, quality and demand for various uses such as agriculture, industry and domestic consumption. Climate change also impacts ecosystems and biodiversity, which are the variety of living organisms and their interactions with each other and their environment. Climate change can alter the distribution, abundance and behavior of species, as well as their habitats and food webs. Some species may be able to adapt or migrate to new areas, while others may face extinction. Climate change can also increase the risk of invasive species, pests, diseases and wildfires that can harm native ecosystems. Finally, climate change affects human societies in many ways. Climate change can affect human health by increasing exposure to heat stress, air pollution, vector-borne diseases and waterborne diseases. Climate change can also affect food security by reducing crop yields, increasing pests and diseases, and disrupting supply chains. Climate change can also affect human security by increasing conflicts over scarce resources, displacing people from their homes, and undermining social cohesion and governance. As you can see, climate change has many effects that are interconnected and complex. They pose significant challenges for our future well-being and sustainability. However, we can still take action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and adapt to the changing conditions. By doing so, we can protect our planet and ourselves from the worst impacts of climate change. Let me tell you more about one specific effect of climate change: the decline of biodiversity. Biodiversity is the variety of living organisms and their interactions with each other and their environment. It is essential for the functioning of ecosystems, which provide us with many benefits such as food, water, medicine, pollination, soil formation and climate regulation. Climate change affects biodiversity by altering the distribution, abundance and behavior of species, as well as their habitats and food webs. Some species may be able to adapt or migrate to new areas, while others may face extinction. For example, polar bears depend on sea ice for hunting seals, but sea ice is shrinking due to warming temperatures. Coral reefs are home to a quarter of all marine life, but they are bleaching and dying due to ocean acidification and heat stress. Many plants and animals are shifting their ranges to higher altitudes or latitudes, but they may encounter barriers such as roads, cities or other species. Climate change can also increase the risk of invasive species, pests, diseases and wildfires that can harm native ecosystems. Invasive species are those that are introduced to a new area where they have no natural predators or competitors. They can outcompete or prey on native species, reducing their diversity and abundance. Pests and diseases are organisms that cause damage or illness to plants or animals. They can spread faster or farther due to warmer temperatures or changing rainfall patterns. Wildfires are uncontrolled fires that burn vegetation and wildlife. They can be triggered or intensified by droughts, heat waves or lightning strikes. The decline of biodiversity has negative consequences for human well-being and sustainability. It reduces the resilience and productivity of ecosystems, making them more vulnerable to further disturbances. It also reduces the availability and quality of ecosystem services that we depend on for our survival and development. It also erodes the cultural and spiritual values that we derive from nature. Therefore, it is important to protect and restore biodiversity in the face of climate change. We can do this by reducing greenhouse gas emissions, conserving and restoring habitats, promoting sustainable use of natural resources, preventing and controlling invasive species, pests and diseases, and supporting adaptation and resilience of ecosystems and species. I hope this video has given you some insight into one specific effect of climate change: the decline of biodiversity. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on climate change. Thanks for watching.